Welcome to this month's Meet the Artist reception here at the Clayton Center. This month we have our 3 artists featured. They are Sherri Redfield, who does pyrography, which is wood burning, Susan Peters, who does acrylic painting, and Catherine Ludwig, who does watercolor painting.
I work primarily in watercolors right now. So I paint my garden, I paint other people's gardens. Well, actually I come from a long line of artists and designers. My great-grandfather was an artist. My father's sister was an artist also. And my mother was an artist and designer. She was a clothing designer. I mean, even my father, who wasn't a painter, he was the gardener, and so I got it from both sides, you know, the gardening and the design, and everything we see, it's like, it's a picture. Now this particular painting happened because I had seen somebody painting with oil paints. They had done a painting that it had the light background and the dark fir tree. And I just thought it was so striking, and I wanted to do it. For a long time I kept thinking, I'm going to do that in oil paint. What happens a lot of times is I'll do something and I'll get an effect that I wasn't expecting. Like this right here, where you've got the light in the background and then I'm able to put the grasses in front of it. But the way the watercolor is bled into the background, I just love that. Oh, I'm absolutely thrilled, and I feel very privileged to be part of this group and to be asked to be a featured artist here. And I've been very nervous about it. I've spent hours and hours getting things framed and matted and working with a framer, and I've had a great time with it. I'm new in Clayton. It's really thrilling to me to get an opportunity to have people see who I am in a positive way.
My name is Sherri Redfield, and I'm a pyrographer. So pyrography is the art of basically writing with fire. And so my medium is pyrography. I choose to do that on wood. So I find that the wood grain, helps feed whatever image I'm bringing out at the time that I'm working on it. It's not a forgiving form of art. Once your line is there, that's your line. You can't erase it, unless you take the whole piece, sand it completely down. You have to go down several layers of wood. So you lose your planing, you lose your sanding, you lose your texture. So you put your drawing down, get the drawing right. I draw directly onto my pieces. I don't do any stenciling, I don't do anything to transfer it. So I draw right on the wood first, get the drawing where I want it, and then I'll go through and wood burn everything. Contrary to a lot of artists that are don't touch, I like for you to touch it. These are finished in Danish oil, so the wood is sealed, they're protected over time. In fact, people could add layers of Danish oil as they age, and that's going to continue to protect that wood so that you can feel the textural changes that are there. It's a really tactile thing. This is Turtle Beach, and I've done 1 or 2 other similar type scenes. To me, this read like water. The centerpiece read like water, so I knew I wanted something with water. This part in particular, and this part with this knot here, felt like turtle shells, so that's what fed that. So I'm very excited to be here, and I'm really happy that Clayton has such a vibrant arts community and does so much. So I'm really looking forward to doing more and getting more involved in what goes on around town.
Our 3rd featured artist is Susan Peters. Unfortunately, Susan could not be here tonight. She's under the weather, as many of us are this time of year. Susan does acrylic painting. Susan has always been creating. From the early years, she was finger painting on rocks in the creek. behind her grandmother's house. She enjoys using bright colors in her work and enjoys painting a variety of subject matter. Depending on her mood, she can go from painting flowers and animals to painting abstract figures. To date, she has displayed her art throughout Cary and Raleigh, with shows for First Friday at Alter Ego, Bottega, United Arts Council of Raleigh, Visual Art Exchange, and Litmus Gallery. She also displays her artwork with Local Color Gallery, which is inside 311 Gallery in Raleigh. Susan says, "I enjoy creating no matter what I'm doing. I have always had an urge to make things since I can remember. I find myself truly happy when I am creating something pleasing to the eye. I look at every painting as a way to improve and grow. I learn something from each and every painting that I complete." Next month's reception will be on Thursday, April 6th, here at the Clayton Center. We have Fiona Wyatt, who does acrylic painting, Jim Hallenbeck, who also does acrylic painting. Andrew Levengood is our photographer. They'll all be here for our April show, and we hope to see you there.